Everyone in the family laughed at Emma because she had inherited the old bookstore, but later they all bitterly regretted it. Emma had always been close to her Aunt May and was the only one who visited her regularly during her final years. Aunt May was known to be eccentric but kind, and she had built up quite a bit of wealth over the years. When she passed away, her brother inherited her house, her niece received all her jewelry, and the rest of the family got thousands in cash. But Emma, the only one who truly cared for her, received nothing but a dusty bookstore in the quiet part of town. The whole family mocked her and said the store was worthless, but when Emma decided to visit it, she discovered something strange that explained exactly why her aunt had left it to her. Behind a crooked bookshelf in the back was a hidden stairway, and what she found beneath the bookstore made the entire family regret ever laughing at her. The staircase creaked as Emma slowly stepped down, flashlight in hand. The air beneath the bookstore was cold and still. At the bottom was a small cellar, stone walls, no windows, and in the center an old wooden trunk covered in dust. Emma hesitated, then opened it. Inside were stacks of leather-bound notebooks, each one carefully labeled by year, some dating back to the 9th. At first she thought they were old inventory logs, but as she flipped through them, her heart began to race. They weren't just journals, they were records, names, amounts, locations, donations, charities, children's homes, scholarships. Her aunt had quietly been giving away thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, every single year. Emma's hands shook as she turned the pages, and then she saw it, a journal labeled Final Plans. Inside was a note. To Emma, it read, "If you found this, then you're the only one who looked, the only one who truly saw me. That's why I left it to you." The next few pages outlined everything: her aunt's will, her estate, and instructions. The bookstore was a front, a non-profit disguised as a failing business. Every month, Aunt May would sell just enough second-hand books to keep the lights on, while funneling most of her fortune through anonymous donations. But now, after her passing, the final transfer was ready, and Emma had the key. In the corner of the cellar was an old filing cabinet. Inside, bank documents, checkbooks, wire forms, and one envelope marked UN Opened Funds. Emma sat down at the desk and opened the envelope. Her breath caught. Inside were active documents for an untouched bank account containing over $2.7 million. Beside it, a handwritten letter. "Use this wisely, not just for others, for yourself too. I never wanted you to struggle the way I did." Emma sat there, stunned. That weekend she met with a lawyer. The account was real. The forms were current. Everything was legally transferred to her. She called her family. At first they didn't believe her. They said she was exaggerating, that she found a few old checks. But then the news broke. A long-standing anonymous donor had given nearly $3 million to a foundation that supported underprivileged children. The donor's identity had always been a mystery, until now. The bookstore was renamed May's Gift, and under Emma's care, it reopened not just as a bookstore, but as a reading center, food pantry, and quiet refuge for kids in need. Her family came to visit months later. They were speechless. The old bookstore now buzzed with life, shelves full of new books, warm lights, children reading at cozy tables. Her cousin, the one who got the jewelry, whispered, "I wish I had gotten the bookstore." Emma smiled softly. "No, you don't," she said, "not unless you were willing to earn it." In the back of the store, the stairway still remained. She never sealed it. She didn't have to, because now the secret wasn't hidden. It was shared. Sometimes, the smallest inheritance holds the greatest legacy, and sometimes the person everyone laughs at is the one who ends up changing everything.